So, Xbox Game Showcase 2024. Okay, that's how you do a presentation. Wow, they had a lot to show. This right here is a screenshot of everything that they showcased, and I mean, just about everything was here, including Metal Gear Solid, Delta, Snake Eater, and that's going to be the focus of today's video. But I mean, look at this list and the fact that they showed off a good amount of footage for each, from, Black Ops 6 to Indiana Jones, Stalker 2, New Dragon Age that BioWare's still working on, Fable, State of Decay 3, New Gears of War, Perfect Dark, man. And among other titles that look really, really awesome, there's Expedition 33, which looks like this compelling, really high fidelity, turn-based kind of situation. And the list just goes on. Mecha Break, man. Mecha Break looks sick. It looks like a mecha game that just seems to play really well and seems to have a great sense of impact and scale. I could just go on and on, but I think this is easily the best showcase in a while, honestly. And I commend Xbox for what they put on today. There's definitely a lot to look forward to, as long as the games come out when they say they're supposed to come out. Oh, yeah, new Doom. How could I forget about the new Doom? The freaking shield, man. Just sick. A lot of sick stuff here. Avowed, which is Obsidian's sort of Elder Scrolls style game. I mean, I just keep looking at this list, and I'm in awe at how much they actually had a show here. But today I want to react to the Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater showcase. So much of my roots as a content creator lies in Metal Gear, and I just have to look at this trailer with you guys. It's just tradition at this point. And let's see what they have to offer here. They actually show some gameplay, so we know or we can get an idea for what the game's going to look like when we check it out for ourselves. And so let's just play the trailer and react to it.
Altitude 30,000 feet. Approaching Soviet airspace.
Listen up, Jack. Your mission is to infiltrate Selino-Yarsk in the Soviet mountains, ensure the safety of Sokolov, and bring him back to the west.
So it's just crazy to see Metal Gear Solid 3 with such modern fidelity. This is like how we imagined this game looked when we played it on, PlayStation 2 or whatever back in the day. But yeah, the fidelity does look great. Unreal Engine doing work.
Will be Naked Snake. I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on.
Character model looks great.
The clock is ticking. This will be a sneaking mission.
You got crouch walking, hell yes, or slow walking.
You must leave no trace of your
and crouch walking.
Is that clear? This
got the classic maneuver.
Is the Fox Unit Special. In other words, weapons and equipment to procure.
The crocodile head.
That goes for food as well.
Now, notice the voiceover is basically exactly the same as the original game, so it would seem as though they're definitely not recording new stuff. They are going to retain the original voice recordings entirely, is what I'm assuming. Cutscenes replicated one-to-one with the same dialogue, everything. This is like as a remake can get.
You're completely naked, just as your name implies.
I have to find my own weapons and equipment.
And yeah, just you can tell right there just how much better the game seems to play. Just being able to go prone and be in third person and crawl around backwards while aiming your gun. It's gonna play likely like a modern third person action game. Elements of Metal Gear Solid 5 gameplay, I'm assuming, are infused in here, so it just looks like a much more intuitive gameplay experience. I love Metal Gear Solid 3, but going back and playing that game after MGS5, the way it plays and controls definitely shows some of its age, and this feels like it's going to fix all that, which is great.
Whose crazy idea was this, anyway?
The mission rests entirely in your hands.
Man.
A real one-man army.
Looks good, man. CQC animations look great. The rain effects, the environments. Oh, the camera. The cutscenes, man. The way they're recreated. God. I'm hyped. Yeah, the lighting, man. Oh, and my girl. My favorite character in the Metal Gear series. That's the boss one. I want to go back and see a still shot of that. I mean, it's a little strange seeing her at such high fidelity. It almost looks like a little different than I remember her in the original game. But yeah, we'll see how all the character models translate with high fidelity with this modern remake of the game. But, you know, she looks close enough to how one would imagine her in high fidelity. She's got those fearsome eyes with that regalness to her as the mother of special forces.
Commencing virtuous mission now.
Hell yeah. Pretty good. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm digging it. You know, Konami, they've obviously not had the goodwill of fans for a long time. And them, you know, messing with Metal Gear Solid 3, the most sacred of Metal Gear games, arguably, is a high risk. But so far, what they're showing, I'm digging. And if they can just ensure that the final game is as good as the trailers make it seem to be, and they can just be faithful to the original game while enhancing what needs to be enhanced and modernize what needs to be modernized, and just, you know, find that balance and not, you know, kind of fuck with what Kojima has crafted here too much, but enhance what needs to be enhanced, which is exactly what this trailer seems to showcase, then I think we're good. Like, I feel like at this point, this is going to be hard to mess up. If what they showed here is accurate and informs us about what the final release should be like, I think they've got a success here. And I mean, Metal Gear Solid 3 is many people's favorite, myself included. So I think they made a great pick in remaking this one, especially because it is the, you know, timeline-wise, the first in the timeline. It is the earliest we go in the Metal Gear lore. And so to have people start with this and kind of gauge how the whole Metal Gear saga kicked off through this remake and introduce people to the Metal Gear series this way, I think it's smart. And hopefully the success, you know, if this remake takes off, the success of this will have them kind of remake other games, and hopefully it'll lead to eventually remakes of titles like Metal Gear 1 and Metal Gear 2, which are in most dire need of a remake. Though for those, they would definitely have to change a lot, and without Kojima's involvement, it's, you know, I question how much of Kojima's flavor they can infuse into, you know, modernized 3D versions of Metal Gear 1 and Metal Gear 2. I don't know, that'll be an interesting endeavor. Or they can just stick to remaking, you know, Metal Gear Solid entries that have already been released. You know, start with 3, maybe move on to 1 and 2 and whatever, and kind of Resident Evil remake it and do kind of what they've been doing rather successfully. And yeah, just introduce a new generation of gamers to this masterpiece of a series. But man, yeah, I'm having a big smile on my face right now and excited to get my hands on this. When does this come out? Well, let me look that up. Okay, so 2024 is the release window. So it's sometime this year, which, yeah, I can wait. Cook, and please do not serve us anything raw. You know what I mean? Like, let this thing cook. Give the devs as much time as they need to really perfect this. They cannot mess this one up. They cannot rush this one out. They cannot release a buggy product. Just really, really please nail this one. But so far, it's looking like they very well may. You know, very well may. But obviously, only time will tell, and we can only judge for sure when the final release arrives. Until then, though, let me know in the comments below what your thoughts and opinions are on the Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater trailer. And to be further updated on all things gaming news, reviews, and discussions, stay tuned right here on Young Yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Young out.